Hey everybody, I'm John Ward, and welcome back to another Dark Park Film Reviews. And today we are going to be taking a look at a purchase that I did through oldies.com. They're also Alpha Video. And I did this order at the same time that I did the deep discount order. So they kind of go together in a way. So the last video was deep discount. This video will be oldies.com alpha video. I normally just call it oldies.com. So I'm not really sure if it's just oldies.com or alpha video or if it's oldies.com slash alpha video. I'm not really sure. So we'll just go with oldies.com. I think the films that they actually produce go under the alpha video label, and then oldies.com is just random companies. So but we have a fair amount of films to go through here, so let's get to this. I'm trying to keep these videos a little shorter, so since there's a few of these, let's get to it. Let's get right to it. I do have a few Blu-rays, and then they go into DVDs. So the first one is, this is a replacement. I own all the Butterfly Effect films. There's 3 of them. And Jonathan Moody over at, he's with Indie Film Cafe, but we have every Monday, we do have videos that come out that follow, they've been following a theme. And that started with Scream and it ended with Butterfly Effect 3, and it's Horror Film Lovers, and which has its own YouTube channel. And when I went to go watch Butterfly Effect 2, it was all messed up. I know I watched it before. I don't know. It's just messed up. And so I reordered it through Oldies, and they had it really cheap, and it's Blu-ray. I think it kind of sucks that I think it's the worst one out of the 3, and it's the only one that I have on Blu-ray. The other ones I have on DVD. But so it is the Butterfly Effect 2. So the film is okay. It's not great. It's yeah, I don't really know what to. I'm a completist, so I like having all the films, even the bad ones. This feels more like a TV movie, like it was rushed. But it does have on it audio commentary from the director and co-producer, altering reality on the set of the Butterfly Effect 2 featurette, and more. So I mean, it was okay. It's from what I understand from even just like the little making of that they have, which was pretty good. I didn't have a chance to watch the audio commentary because I tried it, then boom, it seemed like it was working, and I went, oh great, I can watch the audio commentary or listen to the audio commentary, and I couldn't. Nothing happened. So I've never had a chance to do that while we were reviewing all the films. It would have been nice, but I mean, it's not horrible, but it's by far, I think, the weakest of the 3. So, I mean, check it out. But, I think it's on HBO Max because it's news. It's a New Line Cinema. So, but it's got some okay special features on it. The audio commentary, behind the scenes, stuff like that. That's pretty good. So that's our first one, Butterfly Effect 2. The second one I've heard of, but I've never seen it. It's called Overtime. It's a zombie movie. And Al Snow and John Wells. Working Late was never this brutal. Never seen it, but I think I've seen some trailers for it. So, and let's see, it says Overtime, Guns, Girls, Aliens, Zombies, and Cake. Bonus features, Surviving Overtime, behind the scenes featurette, audio commentary with the actors and the directors. Oh, because there's 2 directors. This actually looks like, even though I got it through Oldies, it's VCI. It's very small down there, VCI, but I'll be doing a video with their stuff very soon. And this has Blu-ray, yeah, Blu-ray and DVD. From what I remember, the trailer looked like it was fun. For Butterfly Effect 2, I didn't show its side here. And on the front here, it says, can you change your past without destroying the future? So there you go. That is the question of the film. The next one is one of my all-time favorite movies. I think it's a great film about filmmaking. It's not exactly what happened to this person. I've read and watched a bunch of documentaries and stuff, and read autobiographies. This kind of reminds me of Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. It's the film that, with like Dragon, it's what you wanted to happen with Bruce Lee, but it wasn't. He says to be able to teach his martial arts, he had to fight these martial arts people, and that's how he broke his back, when in real life he fell off of like a Vespa. But in the movie, he's fighting these kung fu fighters. Not how it really happened in real life, but the mythology is always better than the reality. And so this is, like I said, this is one of my favorite films. I absolutely love this movie, and that's Tim Burton's Ed Wood. It's not what happened to Ed Wood. It's roughly, but it's not. But it's still a great movie. Black and white. I mean, it's everybody at their best. Howard Shore does the soundtrack to this. I guess Tim Burton and Danny Elfman were not talking at the time, so Howard Shore came in, and Howard Shore normally worked with David Cronenberg. So at that point, David Cronenberg had to find somebody else to come in and do his soundtrack. So, but this is just a great, great movie. I think it's right up there with Rated X, the Emilio Estevez film about the Mitchell brothers, Bowfinger, which is fictional, but it's still a great film about filmmaking. I mean, there's just these certain films that are just great about filmmaking. But you still have to kind of take it with a grain of salt. So the bonus features on here are deleted scenes, Making Bella makeup featurette, production design feature, pie plates over Hollywood, behind the scenes, let's shoot this fucker, the Theremin documentary, audio commentary with cast and filmmakers, and music video composed by Howard Shore. So definitely, if you have not seen it, you should. Then I went a little 80s on the next two. I picked up the original and the only one that should be watched, Red Dawn. I absolutely love John Milius. He is a hero of mine, and unfortunately, he suffered a stroke, and that was pretty much it. I don't think he's really made anything since. So I love Red Dawn. It's also the film that kind of hurt his career a lot too, because of what the type of film it is. But I love Red Dawn. I really like John Milius, and he's made some awesome films. So the remake of this just sucks. Don't even bother with it. It's horrible. Special features on this: Red Dawn Rising, Building the Red Menace, WW3 comes to town, training for WW3, and then the original theatrical, I'm guessing that's supposed to say trailer, but they left it off. It's inside there. Always a good movie to watch on like the 4th of July. And then following our 80s kind of like Patrick Swayze stuff, Roadhouse. Finally got Roadhouse. Never saw Roadhouse 2, don't want to. And it sounds like they're remaking it, and it's probably going to fail because it's not Patrick Swayze and it's not Roadhouse. So it's he's the best in the business. And let's see, what do we got here? DVD special features, audio commentary with the director, audio commentary with Roadhouse fans, Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. That's very funny because they take the Chuck Norris thing and like that list of Chuck Norris, the like how I forget exactly what it's called, but like how powerful is Chuck Norris? He can kick the moon, to the other side of the universe, that type of thing. But they put it with Patrick Swayze's character, Dalton. So what would Dalton do? Documentary, On the Roadhouse featurette, and trivia track. And this is DVD and Blu-ray. He's the best in the business. Does there say anything on the front of here? Red Dawn, of course, is great because it's Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, Charlie Sheen, Jennifer Grey, and a bunch of other people. This is just one of those movies that just has freaking everybody in it. Ben Johnson, Harry Dean Stanton, William Smith. Oh yeah, Powers Booth is in this. My favorite, Jim Jones. Oh, stories by Kevin Reynolds. So yeah. Now we get into the DVDs. The first one is I can't find this without it being part of this series, so I just bought it like it is, which is fine. It's Elvira's movie Macabre, Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. Would have liked to have just found a DVD of this itself, but yeah, all right, I'll take Elvira. Nothing wrong with Elvira. Just would have liked it solo. And it says here, hosted by Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Ooh, it's got one of those clear boxes that I like. And weird creatures return to life in Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. Who brought this out? Oh, this is Shout. Shout Factory. Didn't see any special features. Be witness to shock, thrills, and suspense. Okay. Don't see any special features on that. And it looks like we got Elvira there. Not bad. Okay. I'm a big fan of the Highlander series, but oddly, I've never watched any of the TV shows. I think I've seen one episode. I think I've seen the first episode of Highlander, the series, and that's it. But I have all the movies, especially the first one. Love the first one, and I'm one of the few people who actually likes Highlander 2: The Quickening. I enjoy the theatrical version, which you can only find on VHS. I do have the Renegade version. I have like a couple versions of part 2. I have part 3, which is, Mario Van Peebles, and then the Sorcerer, and it has other titles, other places. I got Highlander In-Game. I got Highlander The Source. And now I have the animated Highlander The Search for Vengeance. So I've never seen any of these, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And this is Magna Video. Bonus features are East Meets West Part 1, interview with the director, photo montage, and original teaser trailer. So was a little Hellboy card. So I thought I'd give it a chance. Maybe one day I'll get into the TV shows. Might be on some sort of streaming channel. I love nature gone amok movies. And one of my favorite ones here is a surfing one called Blood Surf. I don't think I have a favorite animal. I think I like things more in the water. So it could be like a crocodile, it could be a shark, it could be an octopus, or just some mutant monster in the ocean. Um, and this one is basically this giant crocodile that eats surfers. And it says here, ride the next wave in terror, Blood Surf. And this is Trimark. A friend of mine, Jeff Gordon, used to work for Trimark. And I believe he told me about the Shark Attack films. There's 1, 2, and 3. I believe he told me about this. That's how I knew about it. And then I looked for it on, I think probably at the time, VHS at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video. And I just really, really enjoyed it. So I'm glad that I could find it. It is directed by James D.R. Hitchcock. And the special features are it's widescreen, storyboard comparisons, and bonus footage. For now on, when I talk about these things, I'm not mentioning things that I don't think are special features. So as an example, I am not going to mention screen access. I am not going to mention English, Spanish, or French subtitles. There is no point. I am not going to mention the 5.1 Dolby Digital stuff. So this will be the last time I bring it up. It's pointless bringing that stuff up. I've made it very clear, and people agree with me that those are not special features or bonus features. They're just trying to list as much as they possibly can on the back of the box. So, all right, the next one is one of my all-time favorite filmmakers. I do have 2 categories of filmmakers that I like. Hollywood, big budget movies, which would be like, Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, people like that. This guy on my more independent filmmakers, he's number 1, and it's John Carpenter. And this is a documentary. I know this is on YouTube, so you can watch it for free, but I wanted to buy it. And it's called John Carpenter, Fear is Just the Beginning, The Man and His Movies. And it's not a bad documentary. It's like 60 minutes. It's funny, down here, the way it's put, it says John Carpenter is presented in a 1:7:8 to 1 aspect ratio, enhanced for 16:9 TVs. So it makes it sound like the person is presented in this, not the movie. This is Image Entertainment. It's got a whole bunch of interviews like with John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, Peter Fonda, Kurt Russell, Adrienne Barbeau, Stacy Keach, Alice Cooper, Peter Jason, Nick Castle, John Romero. I think that's meant to be George Romero, because George Romero is interviewed in this, so I think that's a misprint. Deborah Hill, Greg Nicotero, Alan Horwath, Shirley Walker, John Longnecker, Mark Kermode. So it's not bad. It's a pretty good 60-minute documentary on John Carpenter if you want to kind of get introduced to him. As it's inside. So they started off with I remember he starts it off with, I was born in such and such town in year such and such. So we got its introduction, and it looks like They Live would be the most current film that it goes up to. So this goes up to 1988, and then it goes into the end credits. When does this give a date on when it was made? I don't see a date. So I'm going to go with what it says inside here. 88, probably 89. maybe it seems too long for this, but I don't know, maybe this it's image entertainment. Yeah, image entertainment. I don't know. This probably came out years later, but the documentary was made back then, so don't quote me on that. The next one is called Plague of the Dead, and this is Wild Eye releasing. This is produced, created, and directed by Tony Newton. And it says from producer Tony Newton, welcome to hell, 60 seconds to die. Oh, virus of the dead. So this is like a sequel to Virus of the Dead. I don't think it's an exact one. I could be wrong. But I love zombie stuff. Zombie movies are my favorite movies. Bonus features. Can't say it. Trailers. I'm not going to say it. This is not rated. 2021, 85 minutes. Widescreen. During a global pandemic, a group of survivors document their attempts to fight off the living dead in this spiritual follow-up to 2018's Virus of the Dead. There you go. Then we got a second zombie movie. Cockneys Vs Zombies. I remember when I first saw this, I liked it. See if it holds up. This city ain't big enough for both of them. Oh, it's got the clear box that I like. This is Scream Factory. And it says the undead are brown bread. I'm guessing that's like a British thing. Special features, 2 audio commentaries, original look behind the scenes, and more. Includes digital copy, but it's expired. It says expires 9/3/14. Oh well. Nice that they give us the date at least. 2012. So it gave us a couple of years for the digital. 88 minutes. It's got a card here. It's got now a useless code. And let's see what's behind. So we got a whole bunch of zombies, a whole like zombie horde there at a fence. Still keep the code and all that. The next one, we got 3 films. So it's a 3-film collection. This is a triple feature from Screen Media Films. And it has Fear of the Dark, Big Bad Wolf, and Gangs of the Dead. So there you go. I don't know anything about these movies. I think maybe Big Bad Wolf, I might know. Not seeing any special features. So we got Fear the Dark on its own DVD. And it looks like they're Gangs of the Dead is on one side of this. Big Bad Wolf, and then Gangs of the Dead. So let me put side 1. So at least it's on one disc, but at least it's a flip. Quality and sound might be better. All right, and our last one here is this is from the Asylum, and I was excited about this one because it has probably my favorite Asylum movie on it, but I love how this is packaged. So this is the Wet and Very Wild Pack, 4 complete films. These are all from the Asylum. And you get Shark Week, Two-Headed Shark Attack, Mega Piranha, which is my all-time favorite Asylum movie. I love this film. One day I'll probably get it on Blu-ray. And then you have 2010 Moby Dick. There we go. And I love this packaging because it's, look at that. Look how thick that is. You know, it looks like it's got some sort of code down here to maybe keep them in order. And then here we got the back. So we got a picture and a description of each one. Now, it's amazing how some of these actors have just fallen. It's kind of sad. Patrick Bergen and Yancey Butler, Carmen Electra, Charlie O'Connor, Brooke Hogan, Barry Williams of the Brady Bunch. You got to love that one. Tiffany, Barry Bostwick, who I do love. I love Barry Bostwick, especially most people would probably go, oh, what, from Rocky Horror? No, Megaforce. And then Renee O'Connor. So let's open this. So let's see how they do this. Okay. All right. Okay, this looks great. So they have them on flaps. So here's Shark Week by itself. Oh, it's got a warning on it. Contains scenes of creature violence in some language. Nice. Okay. Then you flip it. Then you got Two-Headed Shark Attack. And it says here, there's another warning. Contains scenes of creature violence, nudity, and some language. Okay. Then we got Mega Piranha. I love that they're all on their own discs. You know, Asylum could have been cheap and done all of like 2 DVDs with 2 movies on each one, something like that. And they didn't. So Mega Piranha says contains scenes of creature violence in some language. And then here's 2010 Moby Dick. And it has a warning, contains scenes of creature violence in some language. So I love this. This is actually kind of heavy. I love how they put this together. This is, I'm very happy with this. So, all right, that's it. That's everything for that order. Got a bunch of other orders to go through. So for the next few weeks, they're probably all going to be orders, unless Dollar Tree, you know, gets its game up. I have a few new ones, but I don't have enough to do a video. I like to do 10, and I don't have 10. So we'll see what happens this week. But let's recap. So we have the Wet and Very Wild Pack, 4 complete films. Shark Attack, Two-Headed Shark Attack, or I'm sorry, Shark Week, Two-Headed Shark Attack, Mega Piranha, and 2010 Moby Dick. The triple feature, Fear of the Dark, Big Bad Wolf, and Gangs of the Dead. Cockneys vs. Vampires. There's the sequel. Cockneys vs. Zombies. Plague of the Dead, spiritual sequel to Virus of the Dead. And this is, as I mentioned, Tony Newton. I know him from Facebook. His stuff is always entertaining. John Carpenter, Fear is Just the Beginning, The Man and His Movies. Remember, you can also check this out on YouTube, done exactly like this. Blood Surf, Killer Crocodile movie and surfers. Trimark, a company I miss very much. Highlander, The Search for Vengeance, animated. Elvira's movie Macabre, Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. Now we get into Blu-ray. Roadhouse. The Great Red Dawn. The Great Ed Wood. Overkill, up overkill, over time, over time. And the disappointing but still worth owning and watching Butterfly Effect 2. Excuse me. So there you go. That was that purchase. So check out oldies.com. They got a ton of good deals in there. Start off, when you go in and you click horror or sci-fi, whatever it is, just go from like less to most expensive, I think it's called. And that will bring up everything at like starting off at even like 99 cents. It's like movies without their boxes and stuff. And then I will go into $2.99, $3.99, and things like that. So it's definitely worth checking them out. It's worth checking a deep discount out. I keep getting messages from them all the time about sales. I really like both of these companies. And also Walmart.com I've recommended. You can get a lot of movies. I have found a lot of shark movies for like $10, brand new. So like the day they come out, $10. So, check out these places. You never know what you can find. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.